Alright, y'all, so it is a very rainy day today, but I wanted to talk to you guys, kind of like to keep you guys up to date, because I haven't posted a video in a while. However, I do post videos on TikTok about nursing here and there, but let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and unpack this, okay? One, I have a new job. I am now a home health care case manager. And so far I really like it, but I'm still in training, so I still have I think this is my last week of training, and then I'll be on my own, which I'll make a whole video about what I do and all that stuff and what it entails. So I'll talk to you guys about that in the next video. I was in the ICU, which I'm PRN in the ICU right now as of this moment, but I was cross-trained from, who's that calling me? No. So I was in the operating room, as you guys already know, and I liked it, the operating room. However, it's very high schoolish. So if you're not into the whole clicky group thing and all that stuff, and even if you try to mind your business, it was just kind of oh, we're just gonna have you do all the work, but my friends, I'm not gonna have them do no work. We're gonna sit here and talk and have a good time while you work your butt off type of feel. And nobody really wanted to help you. If you needed help, they were not the friendliest of people to work around. But it's me, I just mind my business anyways. But then there was a problem. People didn't like that I minded my business and I didn't want to talk. But I could see they would you would think they were friends with somebody, and then I would go in the break room to grab my lunch or something, and then they would talk about them like a dog. Girl, why would I want to be your friend? You're not the type of friend I would like, because why did you talk about that girl? But you was just up in her face talking about how y'all friends, and I'm just confused. I don't move like that. So I was like, yeah, that's a immediately no. But anyway, so I cross-trained to do ICU, because you guys know I really do like doing the medical stuff. I really do. So I cross-trained for ICU. And let me just say this clear right now. I liked the ICU. Okay, let's just make that very, very clear. I did really like my coworkers. I felt like they really had my back. You can go to anybody, ask for help. Nobody had that attitude. It was a complete different feel. It was all about teamwork on the floor, which I absolutely loved. Now, to unpack a couple things that I did not love, we're going to get into how several times I would be in a pod. Our floor was pretty big, so we had pods for nurses, and your patients would be in your pod. But anyways, people could pick up shifts. Nurses can pick up shifts. They could do 4, 8, or 12-hour shift. And if they picked up a shift, some nurses would only pick up a 4-hour shift. So they would do 7 at night to 11 at night, and then they would go home. However, it's been several times where management did not schedule anybody else to pick up their shifts. So they would come, and then I would be stuck with 3 patients. 3 ICU patients, or 1 suicide patient, or you know what I'm saying, with my 2 regular patients. I did not like that. I'm gonna be honest, I did not like that. In the middle of the night, and it was you could say no, but they didn't have nobody else to do it. Management, I'm gonna need y'all to do it. But you don't want to be that type of team member, but also you want to be a safe nurse at the same time. So it's been a couple of times where I would take a 3rd patient, and I mean, good thing everything went great, nobody crashed on me, but you get what I'm saying. That's just unsafe. And then I would be in a pod by myself, and she's like, oh, I'll let the other pods know to check on you since you're by yourself. That's unsafe immediately. But I'm okay. And then there's been a couple times where in the middle of the night, 12 o'clock, the management would come up to me and be like, oh, we have a floater nurse coming over. We're just going to give her one of your rooms or your rooms and leave you with some open beds. And I'm like, no. I do get pushback on that, because I've had these patients since I got here. I've done all the work. You get what I'm saying? If that's the case, then you need to give them the open bed. Give them their open beds, and then have them do some tech work or help us out until you get a patient that's going to be admitted to their rooms. Like, why me though? Like, I'm not saying they probably didn't go to other nurses, but it was just kind of weird how they always came to me with that, and I didn't like that. I didn't like it. So those were some couple things that I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna keep dealing with that. I don't do that. You're not gonna work me hard and mistreat me. Like, baby, no, we're not doing it. So I was like, I'm just gonna do PRN, and then I stumbled upon this case management job, and I was like, cool, because if you guys watch my TikTok, I've said it before, I'm looking for a soft nursing job. Okay, I'm tired of doing these overnight 12-hour shifts. I'm a night shift nurse, but yeah, I'm about over it. And with the job I got now, it's way more flexible, and I still have my weekends. You know, I don't have to do every other weekend or every third weekend, like nothing like that. Like, sometimes I guess I might have to be on call. I don't know how that works, but you ain't seeing dead patients like that. You know, bedside is just getting a little tiring. I end up doing this job, and if you guys been following me, you guys already know one thing I don't play about is getting a new job. Okay, we are nurses, baby. It's jobs everywhere. I will switch up and get a new job like that. Like, if I feel like some stuff ain't right, if I feel like my license could be in jeopardy, I am going to leave, baby. I will leave faster than you can blink your eyes. I promise you. I do not play those games. I work too hard for my license, and if I feel like I'm getting put in too many situations where my license can possibly be in jeopardy, I'm not going to do that. That's just the reality. And I really wish a lot of nurses would realize that. Like, if your license in jeopardy, please stop thinking you cannot get a new job. Please stop thinking that. Like, they're hiring nurses everywhere. Get a new job. Leave that job. Don't let them keep mistreating you. Like, yeah, it's not worth it. But yeah, I still do agency nursing, so I still do that. And I just kind of pick up shifts whenever I feel like I want a little extra spending money, or I just want a little extra money, whatever the case may be. It's always gonna be about if I want a little extra money, because I don't have to pick up those shifts. So I do that. And yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on right now. So I'm gonna make a whole nother video about what I do now, home health case management. And if you guys have any questions about operating room, ICU, I really don't know what happened. My video somehow did not record. So if you guys have any questions about the ICU, operating room, case management, definitely comment that down below. But I will be uploading a video soon about like the things I do as a case manager, home health case manager. And yeah, we'll talk about that in a separate video. But if you have any questions, I will address those questions as well in the next video. But yeah, other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.